welcome back to Detroit Garage. The engine's finally in the hull and bolted down. Now that that's done, we're going to build up the head for this video. So we'll put new valve guides in the head, and then the head will go out for a valve grind and a seat grind. So we've got the stern drive bolted on, and the engine is all bolted in. And now I'll rebuild the head, and then the engine's got to come out and get rebuilt now. So I'm still waiting, believe it or not, on con rod bearings. I think this is the 5th try to get connecting rod bearings. Long story, I won't bore you with the details, but they should be in Danville in about a week. So I'll start assembling, I'll put the crank back in the block, clean everything up, put the crank back in the block, and then go down, pick up the connecting rod bearings and gasket set, get new seals and gaskets, and then rebuild the engine. So very happy. Anyway, let's get the head on the bench and start doing some guides. All right, so I've got the new guides. They're bronze guides. Here's the old exhaust guide I punched out. I just used it as a template to make this tool to insert the guides. All right, so this is a guide driver off of a I made for a Detroit, but I just taped it enough to get the guides out. Okay, I gave you a better view. So, intake. It's another intake. Exhaust. Another exhaust. You'll notice intakes are longer than the exhausts. All right. So it doesn't take long. Another intake. Exhaust. Two intakes. do that. So what I do is I just put a little bit of oil on them. Now, just confirm that's an intake. Yep. It's pretty tight, so I'll have to tap it out the backside. My tool's a bit tight. Make sure. Okay, and then intake. Yeah, 2 intakes. Intake. Okay, the last one is an intake. There. That's it. That took, geez, might be 20 minutes at most. So, happy times. What I'll do now, I'll just blow this off with air. I'll put the valves in each appropriate hole, and then we'll deliver it to the machine shop. One last check. Exhaust, it's a short one. Intake, long, long, short, short, long, long, short, short, long. I suppose the intakes are longer because they're colder. There's more guide surface on the valves. And now what we're going to do, I put the valves in order. I'm just going to put them in their proper holes, make sure they slide nicely, and then put a nut on them and take them to the machine shop. So happy times, I have to say. Very nice. I like it a lot. Here, let me put them in and I'll, there's no wiggle on them now. Got to organize these springs. I don't think there's a difference, but just in case, the intake and the exhaust springs are different. Highly doubt it. Yeah, that's very sweet indeed. Get another exhaust. That one's pretty tight, wow. Well, I may have to have them ream the guides if need be. To buff these up as well before I give them to the machine shop. Yeah, that's really nice. I like it. All right, well, this intake I thought was a problem. It's just this little section here. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it's just slightly gulled a little bit from the spring keeper. So it's slightly raised, but not enough to stop the valve from working correctly. There's actually another one here, another intake that's slightly raised, but the rest are fine. There. Well, the valves are cleaned. I put them on the wire wheel and buffed them, and give it back to the machine shop and let them do their job. I don't have the tools to grind the seats or the valves, so. Well, there you have it, guys. Just a quick one. I think it took 20 minutes. That was it. That's how simple that was. So very happy with that one. Anyway, that's it for this video. And again, thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.